Alright, let me just get set up really quick. Give me just a sec. Alright, that seems like sound is working proper, which is great. Great. Let me just finish setting up. But thank you and welcome. Alright, here we go. Okay, so, yes, welcome to the stream. We are just starting out today on it's on a planet in a newer system. I went ahead and, jetted off to over here. We're in a somewhat small system. I've just been doing pretty much Nexus missions, stuff like that, gathering resources. Unfortunately, I did hit a hard wall with our kind of building with our other character. What ended up happening is since I built pretty much so much stuff, I hit like a hard cap when it comes to building. So now I can actually no longer even deploy a portable unit. So I am going to have to go over and unfortunately probably disassemble the Great Pyramid. That way I have, enough to actually build a base, if I need to somewhere along the line. But yeah, it kind of sucks, but we're going to have to do it, unfortunately. Now, let's see, I have kind of been toying with the idea of going for, the planetary zoologist and stuff like that, where you literally scan everything in a system. And, it's one of the ones that I have not really, gotten yet that I really want to get. So I think we're definitely going to concentrate on that, but we do need to kind of get some stuff done, We need to scout a spot, though, for a new building site, and then also decide on what we're going to be building. Let's go ahead and jet off a little bit, get some distance. And one of my main goals is to find here a portal in the Euclid Galaxy. I don't want to go to the Nexus and, do it through that route. But I do want to find a portal in this galaxy so we can go ahead and get this living ship thing done. I think just because I was in Calypso, I don't get sent to the correct world, so I did come across a second one of these, so I have now twin explorers. I'm probably going to actually end up scrapping that one, seeing what I can get from it. I still have this guy over here, and I still got my fighter and my other one. But as you can see, we're pretty much done with this whole living ship thing with this guy. I just need really one more, and that's it. So we need to find a portal. Unfortunately, I did the weekend mission already, so I can't go that route. We'll have to find one just by ourselves. I have run into some, kind of randomly, but it is super rare. It is really, really rare, so we'll just see. Okay, let me just drop off the junk that's in my inventory and then we'll get going. Yes, drop that off. And as you can see, I'm kind of stockpiling a few things here. One of the main things, though, that I wanted to stockpile is cooking ingredients, actually. I want to do a lot with that. I really am interested in figuring out, like, the hard to make stuff, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I should probably drop this convergence cube in there, too. Okay, as you can see, also stockpiling some ingredients right here. Those are so I can go ahead and start making the really, really valuable stuff. I'm almost there when it comes to the manufacturing design, so That is something that we're definitely going to be working towards. And actually, these drop pod coordinates are going to become meaningless soon because we almost have a fully upgraded suit. So, alright. That's pretty much everything I wanted to put away. Just take a look at our cargo really quick. We've got a good stock of everything, it looks like. Good. Alright, and of course, just gonna keep on processing this kind of stuff in the background. But let's go. I'd say we call in the Nexus, maybe see if there's any missions available or anything like that. How's my freighter inventory? Should be open enough to where I can oh, how long do you have? 5 hours. Okay. I am in the market to buy a new ship. I do need a new supply ship actually. So if we do run across one, I will get one. But let's get going. And I did finish buying the armor and everything with this guy, so he's got his aesthetic fully finished. Alright, so this has star bulb, copper, paraffinium, and silver. All in all, it's actually a pretty nice looking planet. I did want to just pick up this drop pod over here real quick though. Okay. And I got some star shields and stuff like that. Got a little bit of salvage data over here, which we don't need anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and break all that down. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday, though. But yeah, it feels good to be back in Euclid. Okay, so it looks like we do have a transmission tower also right next to it. So I'm going to actually land at the transmission tower. And let me do a quick check. So I've found 6 of the 8 species. There's just 2 uncommon grounds. So hopefully we can run into that. Let's just take a quick look around. See if any are around us. Doesn't look like it. Okay. And of course I just got to see if I scanned. It looks like I got pretty much all the major stuff. So oh, how many permadeath have I started? Let's see. Right now I have 3 open files. I'm not counting the permadeath files that I've played where pretty much the character died, and I had to start over. If I count those, then I've done about, like, I'd say about 6 or 7. But yeah, right now I have 3 or 4 active permadeath files. But good to see you, Sam. And yeah, like I always say, I mean, me personally, I'm kind of a glutton for punishment, so I always play every game that I play on permadeath or the hardest difficulty. Okay, repeats at intervals of 16. I feel compelled to work out the pattern of the encryption. Okay. Let's see. So that is... that would be 50. Nice. Freighter crash site. That's not bad. Alright, let's do one more check. Just see if anything spawned in. Sorry about that. Wind closed my bathroom door. Alright, so I guess let's go to the drop pod, yeah? Where is this drop pod? Where is it? Where did you go? It was just right here. Maybe because I flew over it, it disappeared. Damn, okay. Well, it should be this one right here, this unknown building. Okay, I've already got you. Actually, you like sweetened compost? I'll go ahead and tame you, and I'll just ride you over to the next one. Alright, well, let's go for a ride, sir. I don't know what it is, but something just cracks me up about riding the animals. Alright, let's see how fast you run. Not that fast. Okay, we're at the drop pod. Thanks for the ride, buddy. I'll see you later. Okay, that's just pyrite. Let's go ahead and get the nav data. I was actually thinking of maybe starting a new character, like doing a focused playthrough on because every character that I've tried to play as a Vikine, because I play super aggressive when I do, they always end up dying. I was thinking maybe starting a new one of those. Alright, so this should be, second to last. We only got one more, and then that drop pod data is meaningless. Okay, so I'll put it in there for now. Let's actually go ahead and get the last one. So I'm just going to need to deploy that. Cool. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and actually donate the rest of my drop pod coordinate data to somebody over at the Nexus. I think that's the nice thing to do, right? And what do we got? We got an abandoned building. All right. So I've got like a super huge abundance of a lot of stuff, so I don't need to go out and gather anything really right now. It's all about really finding those species of animals that I haven't found yet on this planet. It's not like a super priority though. I can do that kind of in my spare time. That way, you know, I don't bore you guys by aimlessly running around a planet all day, you know? Doing those types of searches can be like even more tedious than the resource gathering and stuff like that, because you're literally just, you know, wandering around aimlessly a lot of the time. What's kind of funny about this planet is I actually found every rare species of animal on this planet before I even found the first uncommon. Okay. So how far away are we from this drop pod? 5 minutes away? Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to do a low flyover anyways, just to see if I could randomly come across a portal. That would be nice. Let's go ahead and do a little flight, see what we can find. when it comes to buildings, all that kind of stuff. Would be definitely nice if I could find a portal here. Okay, that is just a small shelter. But this planet actually does have a lot of buildings on it, so... we're going to be getting a lot of kind of, you know, those minor readings when it comes to just a place to get salvage data, small shelters, transmission towers, all that kind of stuff, like manufacturing facilities. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff like that on this planet. Now, I was actually thinking, I was stewing on this a little bit. One movie, I really love the Alien franchise. And one movie that I really actually didn't like, but had some cool kind of concepts in it, was the first Alien versus Predator movie. And in that movie, there's a pyramid that is buried under a glacier in Antarctica. And I figured, you know what? It was a pretty cool looking pyramid. We could try to build that. I mean, of course, we're going to have to be a little bit more, I'd say, cautious with how big it is. Now that I know that there's an actual finite cap to how much you can build in the game. But I figure it's an idea. We could do it. Either that or we could keep on going with our Wonders of the Ancient World. Either way, though, it is definitely sad that we're going to have to disassemble the Great Pyramid. I may actually just disassemble the interior or something like that, keep the shell on the outside. That way, you know, we could still at least enjoy the aesthetic of, you know, one of the great wonders of the world, you know. But too bad, it doesn't look like we're going to run into a portal on the way. I am seeing a lot of beacons, shelters, all that kind of stuff, but... oh well. I do love flying low like this, though. It makes it so much more dynamic. Plus, especially in these storms, since you can't see shit anyways. Oh, you know what? I will stop at that monolith. I'm all about monoliths. Okay. Cool looking one, too. Alright, let's check out what this is. Okay. Oh, there's the access point. Okay, blank almighty first spawn, obedient Tolgek or Toilgek, blank first spawn, blank. Barely visible crack down the center of the ancient edifice spits out dust. The monolith shakes and two vast doors swing open. The interior of the ancient structure is hollow and has been used as a burial chamber. Okay, as it burns, the corpse awakens. It nods me, howling in pleasure. It leaves me its tribute. Alright, cool. So we're learning at least more of the Atlas language. Let's just take a quick look around. What do we have? An abandoned building, 2 hours. Again, just really looking for those two species that we are still missing. And honestly, I mean, you never know. You might run into a portal or something like that just right next door to one of these places. So let's go. Get our last drop pod, and then we'll go ahead and, I don't know, maybe do some Nexus missions. I think that would be fruitful. Land somewhere, please. Somewhere, please. Thank you. Alright, already got those. Let's just take a quick look. Okay. Alright, so this is the last slot on the suit. Alright. So now that that is done, let's just take a quick look around. Hey, how's it going, Brock? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Everything is going well so far. But yeah, we've got to figure out our next building project. And I don't know. This particular character, we don't have to worry about all the big, humongous constructions because I didn't do anything with this one. So we do have the inventory, or the, what do you call it? The building inventory to go ahead and do something with this guy. So we got to figure out exactly what we want to build. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking these wonders of the ancient world, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe the pyramid from Alien vs. Predator, that horrible movie with the pyramid under the glacier. I think that might be a pretty cool building opportunity. Other than that, I am actually, as always, open to ideas. Okay, it looks like just a trade ship. I really need a support ship. That's, what is that? An industrial ship. Yes, and this one is in Euclid too, so at least more people will be able to enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just going to look in the galaxy map real quick, just see where we are. Now, I tried to get kind of as close to the center of the galaxy as I can. But, I'm still kind of far off with this guy. Let's go ahead and do this mission, I guess. It's just eliminating some monstrosities, which shouldn't be too hard. Looks like we got a marker there. Let's go to it. Either that, or we could attempt the Gex statue, but that's going to be very hard. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So strange, though. I mean, I thought it was maybe like a limit for the system. But, like, seriously, I cannot build anything. I can't even deploy a nutrient processor anymore. It says, build limit reached, no matter where I am, so. Come on, land somewhere, bro. Thank you. But, I mean, if I do disassemble the interior of the Great Pyramid, I mean, I could probably free up somewhere around about 3,000 building slots. So I think that would be worth it. That way we could at least continue with that one character doing it, Oh yeah, I did have to reinstall some software for my mic and stuff like that. If volumes and stuff like that are off, just let me know, and that way I can go ahead and fix it. On my side, when I play it, it sounds alright, but, always good to ask, you know what I'm saying? Okay, what did we get out of that? Probably just some nanites. So let's see. Drop this back here. Let's free up some inventory before we go ahead and get these eggs. Let's see, how much do I have? I have a lot of stuff, so. Alright, here comes the fun part. Alright, let's get to the top of the building here and kill us some bugs. Alright, swarm is subsiding. Let's get out of here. One thing, of course, I gotta check first, just to see if any of those animals spawned in. Nope. Alright, and actually, I think I see some buried data over here. Yeah, just deciding, making the final decision, though, that's the hardest thing, because once you commit to really start building, I mean, you're dealing with just, I mean, like, disassembling even half of that Great Pyramid, I mean, that's gonna take probably a good, like, few hours, just because of the scale of that thing, so, I don't know. You know what, I'll buy the goop, that's fine. And what can I sell to this guy? You know what, how much? I'll get a lot of money for that, but I already decided that I am going to gift that to somebody. Alright. Yeah, I think it's only proper to go ahead and gift that to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Who's in the Nexus? We got Zabor. And somebody else. Who's going to be the lucky recipient of these hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of drop pod coordinate data? Let's see, that guy. You know what? It's your lucky day, my friend. There you go. Aw, he ran out of my teleporter range. How rude. I was gonna give him a gift. Ah, jeez, that's That's disappointing. Nothing really exciting there. See, when you try to be nice to people, give them some shit, they just, you know... Well, it looks like there's some people back here. Let's see if I can be generous without people just like running away from me. Yeah, these people look like they're pretty... Oh, that guy looks like he's really early on. Hell yeah. Okay. I think that'll work. Okay, there we go. And who are you? Zorf? There you go, Zorf. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. So, yeah, there's nothing here that I want. Sorry. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we haven't explored the 2 moons of this planet over here. We could do that. I do have an ancient ruin that I can go ahead and explore there. Is this done yet? Let's just put you away for now. Let's see. What do I have? Okay. Well, we will go ahead and refine these down. The easiest nanite source in the universe right there. And let's go to that ancient ruin. Hell yeah, 4 drop pod coordinate data. Hell yeah, when you're first starting out, that's like a godsend right there. But you know what though, you got to do that type of stuff in the Nexus when you can, you know what I'm saying? Catherine Zeta-Jones. I remember back in the 90s, she was just gorgeous. I don't know what she looks like now, but I remember, oh man, she was gorgeous. But hey, you know what? Michael Douglas, if he could pull it off at that age, power to him, you know? Well, I am a hater. I'm going to have to hate on him a little bit, yeah. I'm sorry, but to quote Adam Sandler, old balls. It is Michael Douglas, though. Michael Douglas does seem like a pretty charming guy. In that old crusty white guy type thing. Oh God, so gorgeous. I still remember, like she was in a bunch of movies, like in a very short kind of window of time. But I remember especially her in Zorro. Ooh. But seriously, I mean, when you get to that age, if you're Michael Douglas's age and you could pull off getting a chick like Catherine Zeta-Jones, I mean, got some skills. That's some like George Clooney level of skills. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, do I want treasure or do I want language? Give me language. That is more valuable to me at the moment. I mean, doesn't mean that we can't hate on him for it, but still, I mean, yeah, you gotta low key respect him, you know. Especially, I mean, he doesn't have that George Clooney type of charm, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and hey, I guess she likes crusty old balls. Either that, or he keeps his Viagra prescription filled religiously, you know what I'm saying? But damn, that woman, amazingly gorgeous. I mean, what brought up, or what made you think of Catherine Zeta-Jones? That's pretty random. Okay, what do we have? Looks like your standard stuff. Nothing too exciting. Okay. The woman that will always have my heart definitely would be, though, Jessica Alba. I'm sorry, but when I see... What do we have here? An iron-bound relic. Well, let's see what we get out of this. Wow. A lot of gold. A lot of gold. I'll take it. Well, I've also got to respect Michael Douglas just because, you know, I actually do like his work. He can be a little bit boring of an actor sometimes, but he's been in some really good movies. And also his father, Kirk, was a really, really, really good actor, I think, also. That reminds me, I really would love to watch the movie The Game. That's one of my favorite ones of his. Yeah. Hey, you're talking to a pro hater here, man. Don't worry. I hate like it's going out of style, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that, I think, I mean, other than that last moon that we haven't gone to yet, pretty much does it for this system, right? So, let's check out where... Oh, yeah, that's right, I did visit this place. This is also a Gek system. It's got a lot of interesting planets. Let's go to this, Udonkos. Let me go back, yeah. So we'll go to the system Udonkos. It's got a whole bunch of like glitched out worlds and like those really unique looking ones. So we'll go ahead and just check that out. If memory serves, this is actually an abandoned system, so this should be also quite interesting in that respect. Most of the buildings that you come across are all those, you know, abandoned structures filled with eggs and stuff, so either way it's going to be profitable for us. Hell yeah. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch the haters ball on Chappelle Show. That is one of my favorite skits, actually. Funny as hell. You know, if I could, I would have a license plate that's love to hate. LUV number 2 HAT. Or H8. I think that would be good. Okay, so we got a dead planet with emerald, cobalt. Let's check this one. Star bulb, emerald, paraffinium, magnetized ferrite, and aggressive sentinels. Alright. It's promising. And I think, yeah, I've been here, a toxic anomaly. Let's actually check out, though, that moon right there. See what that is all about. Okay, another kind of like paradise-style planet. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Yeah, there's probably another planet behind one of these other ones. Okay, activated emerald, frost crystal, dioxide, sodium. That sounds like a winner. Yep, let's go to it. Why not, right? Sounds like a winner. It's not that I love it, it's just that I'm good at it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, are we going to have to deal with a storm? Let's see. It looks like we got lucky. We don't have to deal with the storm. Good. Alright, so is there anything around us? What do we have here? Nothing. Alright. What do we have here? A trading post. Alright. Good sign. Okay, and I am flying kind of low right now, but I do not want to miss out on anything that spawns in. That's a little bit too far away for me. What do we have here? Okay, this is like a manufacturing facility. Alright, now we just creep, wait. Just as long as there's about 7 seconds left, it should be good to initiate landing. Alright, good. Alright, nothing that I can really get. Let's go ahead and go inside, see what this console will gift us. Now, this doesn't look like a full-flown manufacturing facility. It looks more like an operations center, so it's probably just going to give us something random. Okay, my entry has caused the facility to go into immediate lockdown, interrupting its operation. Visual readouts on the terminal indicate that this is a deep-level mining facility. Its resource vaults are emptying rapidly. Elements drain into planet blank pressure. Okay, cool. Nice. It is a full manufacturing facility. Okay, so just make sure if you do have any of those factory override units, keep them with you so you can go ahead and do that. Let's finish out this side. So we got this Starshield battery. Now we can start getting into the expensive stuff. Now, this is the stuff that you really want to work towards. I usually fill out this sleeve first, and then from there, I'll start doing these over here. But as you can see, you got your portable reactor, quantum processor, cryogenic chamber, stasis device, and fusion igniter. These stasis devices are extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. So you're going to definitely want this sleeve here. And since you kind of accumulate most of this stuff, well, if you're like me and you're a hoarder, you got a whole bunch of this stuff anyways, getting these is just totally worth it. So now I can make a bunch of these, which is good. Oh, before we leave, definitely make sure to grab the nanites. And we're just going to take a quick look around here. It looks like this planet has storm crystals. It looks like we got some Albman pearls right over there, so let's grab those. They're not worth a lot, but oh well. And what do we have here? Sweetened compost? He's elderly. Alright. And I'm probably actually going to put these in storage. Now that I know that I may randomly need this type of stuff for a mission, yeah, I think it would be prudent to do so, you know? Alright, we'll wait for the storm to hit so we can go ahead and grab some storm crystals. And we can either use these for warp hyper cores, or we can actually just cash them in. Me personally, I usually just cash them in. Okay, nothing within visual range. Let's... Ah, there we go. And in this particular situation, just scan on the go, you know? I do have some missions, obviously, as you can hear from the chime, for scanning minerals, so... I think I let go of it just a second too early for that one. Okay. That's pretty close. Let's go to this. Okay, where are you? Wait a second, where are you? Huh. That's odd. I could have sworn it said that there was one, like, right here. Oh well. I guess we'll go, let's see, that's 300, 300, 300. That's pretty much the closest one right there. We'll go to that one. This time we'll highlight it so it doesn't disappear on us. $201. Let's see. That's 274, 198. You are barely closer, so we'll go to you. Okay, so storm is clearing. How much did we get out of that? Oh, not bad. We got 6. I mean, it's better than nothing. That's for sure. Just put that in the freighter for now and get it working on this. Okay. So just a quick look around. Is there any buildings around us? Anything like that? No, doesn't look like it. All right. Let's go ahead and check to see if there's any buildings next to us, yeah? What do we have? Oh, okay. So that would be the trading post that we flew over. Okay. Well, it looks like that's pretty much the extent of the interesting stuff around here. Well, here, it should be pretty immediate. Like, when I take a screenshot, here, I'll just open up my Steam real quick. I mean, they come up pretty much as soon as I exit the game, really, in here. Now, it just depends on where your screenshots are being saved and stuff. If you're on PC like me, then, I mean, it should be in... Like, I have it personally in one of the subfolders on Steam. You'll find it actually under the user data. You do have to go through the numerical sequence on it and then choose the correct game folder, but then they should all be saved back here. So if they aren't uploading to Steam, I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about like doing this where you share it and, you know, it uploads it. Oh, really? It's not. That's interesting. One thing that you can also do is you can go into View, go to Screenshots, and then from there it should manually open up this right here. And then from there you can, you know... Oh, that's what you were looking for? Okay. But yeah, just you could do it through this way too, and then just show on disk, and I'm pretty sure you can choose, you know, destination folders and stuff like that, but that's where it is on mine. What do we have left on this planet? What do we got? 1 underground, 1 rare ground, 1 uncommon ground. Okay. Okay, well, doesn't look like there's really all that much on this planet. probably very sparse when it comes to the separation of these things. What do we have? Just a normal shelter. We have a crashed freighter. You know what? Let's go ahead and check out the crashed freighter. Oh, no problem, Brock. No problem. I do notice, though, that once you upload them, if you do want to see them on the Steam community page, it does take a little bit for the upload to go from your library to the main Steam community page. So for that, you know, it won't show up on the most recent ones for at least a few minutes until you after you upload it. So just be aware of that if that's what you're going to be doing. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even check that computer over there. Let's go ahead and check the computer. Probably should have done that. Okay, I had a dream last night. I saw all the worlds we had once inhabited, all the places we had once walked, and there was nothing left of it. Just dunes, just sand and rot and mud, stretching as far as the eye could see. What if we don't come back? What if the Atlas decides we are no longer worthy of existence? It would be as if we had never been. I tell the crew all that I have learned in my travels, committing multiple acts of treason and heresy in the process. I ask them what they think, how they feel, what they hope for. The decision is unanimous. We will turn back. We will join the Vikine in their exodus, leaving the center of the worshippers of the Atlas, or to the worshippers of the Atlas. Perhaps we can still survive, even if the rest of our species perishes. Something is happening. Please, wherever you are, do not stop reading. Do not. 16. Ah, I see. Yeah, I haven't tried No Man's Sky with mods yet. I probably should. Oh yeah, funny thing I found out. I was playing Star Trek music in the background for yesterday's stream. Surprisingly, like, every single Star Trek song is freaking copyrighted, or was copyright claimed. I mean, I was really amazed by that. Like, they have that on lock. I've got to really start being mindful of, I guess, each each one a little bit more better, or a little bit better. Okay, so that was all of it. Let's get out of here. Especially in a storm. Yeah, me too. I mean, the only game that I really love modding the crap out of is probably Skyrim. And that's mainly because, I mean, you could totally make that game, like, brand new, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, on mine, I have, like, these huge, like, DLC-sized quest mods in there. I've got, 2K textures, I've got, enhanced blood textures, all of the, all the essentials, really, and yeah, I mean, it just completely changes the game, makes it so much more enjoyable. But then again, that's more or less revitalizing a game that's like decades old, you know? Yeah, they are really, really like, you know, that's the one bad thing about like YouTube these days. They just like their algorithms, if they hear anything like more than like 30 seconds, boom, it's flagged and you get copyright claimed. All right, so I say we. Well, this system, it's got like maybe one, two interesting planets. Let's find one that has a lot, you know? But in order to find that, we're probably going to have to find like an uninhabited system. Those usually will have a good, you know, the really good stuff. Alright, so with this character, I'm only doing Gek missions and Merchant Guild missions. I'm not doing anything else. So, we're going to try to stick within those boundaries here. Don't want to do the Planetary Depot. Alright. Well, I say let's find another system to go to. Yeah, well, I mean, right now, like, you know, I don't make any money off these streams anyway, so it's not really like a huge thing for me, but yeah, it sucks. You can't even like have that stuff playing in the background, you know? I really love that. But hey, at least with this, you know, what I have playing now, I mean, this is from another game and, you know, I talk over it heavily, so far so good. Kind of stinks because I have a really, really good collection of music like this that, you know, I really would love to play, but that would get copyright stricken immediately. Alright, I do need some space. Give me just a moment to organize. Yeah, I'm really getting a lot of those. Okay, I should probably drop off these storm crystals really quick. I've watched 2 episodes. I can't get into it, honestly. It's just... I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't feel like a Star Trek series to me. It's like too much action, too much... I mean, it's hard to put into words, but the only way I could really accurately describe it would be... It feels like what went wrong with Star Trek Enterprise, they just kind of kept going with instead of backing off. Now it's a completely different TV show. It does not have that feel of, you know, like Next Generation or any of the other ones, you know? I think it could be a good thing. Really? Yeah, it just rubs me the wrong way. And plus, on top of that, I'm actually kind of familiar with Picard's character, and from what I could tell, they like completely changed his character. So I don't know what to think about it, honestly. Okay, so I've got to figure out what I needed to make that. Okay, so what do we need to make these? We need fusion accelerant and liquid explosives. And fusion accelerant. Cool. Got those. I'll go ahead and make some of those in a sec. And I'm saving up the storm crystals pretty much so I can use them to make warp hyper cores. I am not hurting for money right now, so it's no big deal. Alright, so let's make these. Made 3 of them. As you can see, these 3 that I just made, right? 12,600,000. That's why you really need to make, you know, learn to make those components, because I mean, these 3 right here, just 3 units is 12 million. And this is like the entry level of those types of components. So totally worth it. Definitely do it. Yeah, I can't get used to all the action and stuff. I mean, that's never what Star Trek was about, you know? I mean, I guess the movies and stuff like that are a little bit different of a story, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's just totally out of character for me. It just does not feel like a Star Trek series. On top of that, I mean, I have a really hard time understanding how the Federation kind of nosedived into like a xenophobic um, society that has to deal with like poverty and all that kind of stuff. That was never something that happened in the older Star Trek series, you know? Star Trek always existed in a time when that type of stuff was a thing of the past. So you're dealing with, you know, a completely different thing now. And also, you know, I really, for the life of me, cannot understand all the martial arts crap. You know, it's like we're living in the future where, you know, people have phasers and disruptors and stuff like that. That's kind of what people would be using first before anything else. On top of that, they made the Romulans look like a bunch of losers when they're like, you know, the Romulan Star Empire, one of the, you know, most powerful empires in the galaxy. You know, just saying. Those are a few of my quirks, my critiques about it. I mean, it's almost like the writing staff did not even watch Star Trek. To tell you the truth, though, you know what? It doesn't surprise me, considering the fact that, you know, I don't know if it's the studios or the writers, but honestly, just the quality of writing in Hollywood has been such shit lately that it's like, it's almost like not even worth it to watch new movies until, like, you know, it's been out, other people have spent their money, and they verify that it's something somewhat worth watching, you know? I mean, all the good shows are starting to just go down the toilet. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to switch to my warp ship. Let's go back inside real quick. Sorry. I mean, Hollywood has always been kind of, you know, they stick those messages in there, but these days they just ham-fist it. You know what I'm saying? They don't gently and nuanced make a, you know, argument for those for issues and stuff. I'd have to say the perfect example of why I like the Orville much better than the newer Star Trek series is because they know how to make those types or bring up sensitive issues and at the same time address them seriously with a little bit of comedy and have a message without ham-fisting it down your throat, you know. For the most part, I just don't like it when studios try to like ham-fist those messages down your throat. It's better if they just tell a story and that story's lesson in the end, you know, has a deep meaning rather than just, this is what I mean, boom, take it. Alright, so we got a really good hyperdrive range. That actually is a fantastic economy right there. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't mind messages in TV shows. Just don't ham-fist it, you know? Be nuanced with it, tell a good story, have it relate to the characters in a way that's believable. That's all I ask. But you know what? It is actually kind of a good thing that this is happening because what's going to end up happening is that, I mean, the studios are going to realize sooner or later that they're really missing out on a lot of money, and they're going to tone it down, I think. Because it's just not sustainable from what I can, you know, from gather. And yeah, Team America, fuck yeah. God, it's been such a long time since I saw that movie. I always thought it was the strangest thing to put puppets having sex in that movie, but hey, whatever. Power to the filmmakers, right? I still remember that song too, with like, oh god, that was so awesome. Like when that first scene pops up in that movie, Team America, fuck yeah. He's heading west on Waka Lakataka Street. Blow up the fucking pyramids. But, you know, as an American, I got to appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like, you know, that's our thing. You gotta just accept that image that we got around the world, even if it a lot of the time is not deserved. You know, you just gotta wear it like a badge of honor. You know. Yeah, I'll buy a few hundred of that. See what kind of missions they got, and we'll get going. Yeah, I know. I know that if I go back and watch that movie right now, it's, you know, it's not going to have the same kind of oomph to it, you know? Yeah, parodies are the shit, honestly. Okay, comet droplets, you know what? I'll take it. Whatever. Again, no Korvax missions, just Gek missions and the mercenary or the Merchants Guild quests. In fact, I'm just going to use this. You see, with me though, I never ever run out of things to stop laughing at myself about, because I am like one of the stupidest smart people in the universe. Kind of funny how that works. Alright, so we're just using this as a staging point. I mean, for real. It's like when I was a kid, or when I remember like mid-teenager, I think I was like 14 or 15. I had my IQ tested and I was like 178 or something like that. But yeah, I do the stupidest shit sometimes. Yeah. Okay, I want to find myself a good economy Gek world, actually. Like, there's a lot of Korvax stuff, but I really would prefer a Gek world. Okay, so that's a 2-star economy, 2-star. We could actually go for uninhabited. Like this one. This is like right in the middle of this void area. It's not bad. Same with this one. You know what? This one looks interesting. Let's do it. See, I never had the patience for school, though. That's the thing. You see, like, when I was growing up, especially, like, you know, it's like when you're light years ahead of everyone else around you, it's like you just become lazy and you don't want to do anything. Like, I stopped doing my homework in the 3rd grade, you know? And it's hilarious, you know, because that just bred super laziness for me. Cadmium, phosphorus. Okay, so we have a planetary anomaly. I think we're definitely going to check that out. But yeah, for me it just bred like super laziness, you know? And actually growing up, like, it only got really worse as I got older, especially once I got into high school. Oh my god. Like, I was so amazed at how stupid everyone was around me that it's just like, ugh. And it was bad. It was real bad. Like, it got to the point where I slept through physics class and I still got a damn B. You know? And yeah. Truly is kind of Also alienating, though, too. Yeah, me too. Total procrastinator. I'm like the king procrastinator of the universe. Totally get you on that. Alright, I don't really need to drop anything off. Let's just get in one of our ships and go. So this one... Okay, that's the second one. I do have to be mindful because I do have two identical ships like that. Let's go ahead and... Well, we could take the fighter, but let's take this one. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I think a lot of people get misdiagnosed with ADD. It's just really... Wow, this system has got a lot of, like, unique worlds. It's really just being able to hone your focus, you know? When your mind is bouncing around on 1,000 different things that you're thinking about at the same time, it can be hard to focus. It's all focus, really. Okay, a sporal planet. Yeah, so this system is nothing but glitches. That is awesome. Let's check out the planetary anomaly first, I think. Alright, so everything in my inventory is pretty much stuff that I either need or I'm going to break down, so we're good. And I should hit the atmosphere in just enough time. Boom. Okay, so let's check this out. It looks like there is a very large ocean on this world. Okay, yeah. We are in an archipelago area. Oh, nice. It's got the black and white color scheme. Oh, I love these planets. Alright, let's find a good spot. Look at this. We land right at dawn. That is beautiful. Wow, this is a really cool looking place, though. Alright, let's just find a nice landing spot. Preferably nothing that's on like a huge island, you know? How about, well, we could land here, but this is a little bit too mountainous for me. Let me find a different spot. I want kind of like a wide open area, a lot of land access. You know what? It doesn't look like we're gonna probably find that, so let's just land. But, oh yeah, but speaking of what we were just talking about, yeah, it's strange how sometimes the like smartest people can be the weirdest and the stupidest people sometimes as well. Like the greatest example of a smart person that's just totally odd and stupid in so many ways is my Uncle Christian. My Uncle Christian, love him to death, but the guy is one of those geniuses that just totally has no common sense at all. You know, and it's hilarious, you know. Degree in physics from UCLA. He was a national chess champion in Korea. You know, real smart guy. And he's probably got zero common sense. Like zero. To the point where he actually did something really stupid. It's kind of hard to laugh about it, you know, but he did something really stupid, and now he's paralyzed from the waist down. He fell off a damn cliff while he was hiking. Well, actually, not even hiking. He pulled over on the side of the road and he saw something interesting, so he decided to walk along pretty much a sheer cliff, and then he fell like 100 feet or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of messed up, you know, but it's one of those things where it's just like, oh god, it's something that only my Uncle Christian would have been stupid enough to do. Yeah, and that's coming from, you know, a national chess champion physicist, and yeah. So yeah, just because you have a high IQ doesn't mean that you're exactly smart. It just means that you got a lot of processing power. I'm pointing at you! Alright, I'm really loving the way that this place looks, but it doesn't look like there's anything around us. Let's continue kind of checking this place out. I do love the color scheme of these types of planets, though. This kind of black and white, really, like, you know, focusing on the reds and everything like that. That really is beautiful to me. Well, especially with the aesthetic of our character. I mean, like, you know, we're pretty much red and black all over, so tends to work very well. Okay, so we do have a mineral deposit. I probably should go ahead and build an exocraft station, right? Let's do it. What would be good? I think because we have to go over water, the Nomad would be the best choice. Yeah, it was so strange actually when we found out. We were just like, what happened? Because like, it's like, yeah, Uncle Christian fell off a cliff, and then it was just like, what? He what? And then we all kind of just like turned our head, rolled our eyes, kind of like nodded back and forth, just like, that sucks, but oh my god, only him could have done something like that, fall off a damn cliff. Like, he's one of those guys who would literally, like, if he had a Segway, would probably totally just drive himself off a cliff. And definitely, oh my god, he is like the perfect personification of the stereotype that Asians cannot drive. Oh my god. I've never met a person who could cause so much destruction. Okay, 273 that way. I remember my dad owned an auto body shop, and he would always, you know, get wrecked cars, fix them and whatnot, and then he'd give them to family members and stuff if they needed one. I remember my dad gave him probably about like, over the years, probably like a dozen cars. He totaled every single one of them. Okay, I overshot it by a little bit. So where am I? How am I like going right over this? I don't understand. It's got to be like an elevation thing. There we go. Yeah, I feel bad for him, but, you know, it's his own fault, you know. What can I say? You know, smart guy, he did something stupid, and now he can't walk, so... Boys and girls, that just means, you know, keep in mind, do not walk along sheer cliffs without some type of... Yeah, definitely. with some type of protection. Okay? Don't be stupid. Think about what you're gonna do, because you might not walk for the rest of your life. Okay, so we got about 200 yards that way. Good. Let's go. Yeah, cliff's bad. Just remember that. And I got some personal experience with that too, because I almost died by driving my car almost off a cliff. And that wasn't bad driving. That was just, you know, well, street racing is not always a good idea. Let's just say that. I'll leave it at that. Actually, funny enough, when I was a kid, we almost died from that. We were what's it? I remember I was driving with my dad. It was on a rainy day, and actually, to tell you the truth, my dad could have actually sued the fire department for this. But there was like a blind curve on a canyon road, and there was another accident, but they hadn't actually flared it off or anything like that. So my father turned the corner, and there was a fire truck parked right in front of him. He swerved off the road just in time, but he crashed into I think it was like a telephone pole. And if he had actually not hit the telephone pole, he would have gone straight off a cliff. Okay, so where? Okay, so we got sulfurine and we got phosphorus. Not exactly the most valuable stuff, so we'll keep looking. Oh, oopsie. Didn't mean to do that. Well, I mean, you gotta think, where I live in LA, there's a suburb called the San Fernando Valley, which is just north of LA. And the only two ways to get to the San Fernando Valley really are to use the freeway system, which, if you've never been in LA, is just horrid. And well, actually, Florida, that's probably wouldn't be a great place to move. Well, there's the sinkholes, there's the hurricanes, there's tornadoes in northern Florida, and then you've got to think also most of the state is at sea level, so when sea level eventually rises, climate change, whatever, doesn't matter. Naturally, it would do the same thing anyways. But once that rises, I mean, half of Florida is not really going to be very habitable. It's all going to be swampland, so I'd say for the future, not the best investment. But yeah, anyways, the only ways to the San Fernando Valley from the west side are literally a canyon road and the freeway. And the canyon road is really the preferable one. So I drove on canyon roads pretty much every day. Every state, you really got to think there is a hidden danger that not a lot of people talk about. Well, Kansas. I'd say the most you'd have to deal with in Kansas is probably just tornadoes. Highly dependent on where you live and the year, Kansas is way too far inland for hurricanes, but you got tornadoes for sure. Here in California, I mean, you got earthquakes, you've got mega floods that can happen, you've got pretty much drought conditions most of the year, so lots of wildfires and stuff like that. Anywhere you live, though, you run a risk of some type of natural disaster being prone to the area. So, kind of funny though. Most people in LA here, they don't even really like stock up on like earthquake preparedness stuff, and I find it hilarious. Especially since the last big earthquake to hit LA was in 1994, which is not really all that long ago, you know, so. And that was a crazy earthquake, actually. Like, it was only, I think, like a 6.7 or something like that, but, like, a couple of the freeways collapsed, a bunch of people died, a bunch of buildings got, you know, destroyed. There was, like, hundreds of millions in property damage. It was pretty big. Yeah, if I end up falling off a cliff, just call it poetic. Just call it poetic, right there. It's poetic justice that I would go out like that, talking crap about my uncle falling off a cliff, and then I end up doing it, right? Except knowing me, I would survive it. I would survive it and just be badly hurt sitting at the bottom of the cliff. That's me and my luck. Okay, so again, nothing really great. Magnetized ferrite, I mean, that's okay, but I would much rather have something else. So let's keep looking. And if we can't find anything we like here, we'll just head on out, check out someplace else. But this is one of the reasons why I love the Nomad more than any of the other ones. Because, I mean, literally, you could just cruise over the bodies of water with relative ease. Yeah, I got a crazy family, man. I guess, though, everybody's got a crazy family, but I don't know. My family's a special brand of crazy. I got my super smart, dumbass physicist uncle who fell off a cliff. I got my other uncle. He's, like, totally, like, crazy. He's literally, like, I think he's certifiably crazy. That, though, I don't know if I can blame on being beat up too much as a kid because my dad would always get him into trouble, or, you know, that's just him. But he's probably the craziest guy you've ever met in your life. Got my aunt, who's definitely a very odd character, that is for damn sure. She had the weirdest luck in her life, too. I didn't even think that stuff like this actually happened in people's life, but her husband, her ex-husband, after pretty much they broke up, married a guy, and it ends up that he was gay the whole time and just married my aunt for the appearance for his family. Like, what? So she's all fucked up in the head now because of that. Then I got, let's see, my dad. I'm not even gonna get into that. My dad's his own. He's probably like the most responsible crazy person in the world. Got my mom. My mom is a paranormal magnet. Pretty much. I swear, the weirdest thing when I found out that that he ended up marrying a dude, like, just a few years later. And what's actually kind of messed up is, like, I do remember my aunt mentioning that, you know, that he was gay, but I always thought that she was just, like, trying to talk trash or justify, you know, what happened between them. Nope. He ended up actually being gay, and just, wow, okay. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, it was funny as hell. Whoever is around my mom always ends up having strange ghost shit happening to them. Yeah, my family is got some weird shit going on, that's for sure. Alright, so that's sea level. We don't have anything else other than power. That kind of sucks. Damn. Alright, well, I guess we keep looking. Okay, well, we're not finding pretty much anything that we're looking for, so let's go ahead and move on to the next planet, I think. Yeah, but I could tell you some ghost stories. Ooh. I actually always wanted to get, I mean, my mother just moved to France, but when she moves back, I've always wanted to get like a ghost hunter show or something like that to go ahead and do an investigation around here, because I would love for actually like some of the stuff to get captured on camera. It's always so crazy, but then my mom would just totally be against that. Like, she's super serious, works for the FBI and everything, so she definitely would not want exposure in that way, but damn, for some reason, I don't know if it's ghosts or something else, but they just love being around my mom for some reason. Oh yes, I have not given up though. We will find Bigfoot. It is only a matter of time. We will find Bigfoot, I will ride on his shoulders, and we will take a photo of it. Wow, this place... Whoa, talk about red. Well, let's land, I guess, right here. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, so it looks like there's an ample amount of life around us, which is good. What the hell? What do we have here? Oh, I'm scanning the rock, not you? Okay. Okay, so you like what? Bloody organ? Okay. You know what? I got some of that. Why not, right? Let's change the sun. There we go. What, you can't reach it? Seriously? Whatever. At least that distracted him, right? So this one I don't like as much, just because, it's still interesting, but it's not quite one of those, like super unique worlds, But I'm not opposed to building a base here if we can find something good to mine, Alright. What do we got? Nothing. We got some gas, and that's it. We got gas, ladies and gentlemen. We got gas. Oh yeah, if you want to hear something really hilarious, talk a lot about cliffs, right? Actually, the funniest thing about me is I've actually surprisingly almost died from falling off of cliffs, but I have almost died more times actually from being attacked by dogs. For some odd reason, I am a magnet for dogs. They either love me or they hate me with a passion. I've actually been attacked 4 times in my life. A couple of the times were actually pretty bad, but what's even more hilarious is I love dogs, and I've had, multiple dogs. I love dogs more than anything else and would love to have another one, actually. But, yeah. I guess I got some tasty meat. And it's funny, the dogs that actually attack me are like the ones that have like the best reputation for being calm dogs and stuff. Like, I remember the worst one was actually I got attacked by my neighbor's golden retriever Labrador mix, which is supposed to be the nicest like breed of dog that you could possibly come across, but tried to eat my calf. But I definitely found out something there. Calf injuries, especially deep tissue calf injuries, are really bad. Really, really bad. Like, you never want one kind of bad. Because the way that the nerve structures are in your leg, it is insane how many nerve endings they have to end up, numbing before they do surgery. I remember they pumped me so heavily with local anesthesia because they wanted me awake that they actually freaking that it knocked me out for like 3 hours. Oh, really? Yeah. It's funny though. I love dogs. I love dogs. Yeah, but I got bit by that. I got bit by a Rottweiler. I got bit by, one of them was a small one. It was like a Jack Russell or something like that. But then, like, it, like, latched onto me while I was rollerblading back in the early 90s. And then, let's see, what was the last one? I'm trying to remember. I think it was another Rottweiler. Oh no, that would make 5 then. Oh, I've been bitten 5 times. Luckily though, only twice I needed stitches. One time I needed stitches and staples, but It's funny, even after all that, I still love dogs. And I would take a dog over a cat any day of the week. To me, cats are just so freaking entitled. I just can't stand it. And then dogs also, I find that actually reading what's on a dog's mind is rather easy once you kind of get to know your dog. I can't say the same for cats. Honestly, I look at a cat, I have no idea what the hell it's thinking most of the time. For all you cat lovers out there, you know, it is what it is, sorry. Do not like them cats. Alright, so let's check. Ooh, there's a lot of fauna on this planet. So flying, underground, and underwater. Okay. Well, let's bust out the survey device. We've got nothing but gas. Okay. So again, I really would love to find like a portal, but I don't think we're going to get that lucky. No, I think that's like a good first pass. Let's go ahead and get up, go to another planet. We've got a lot in this system, so we've got nothing but options, really. Alright, it's a Sporal planet. Let's check it out. Okay, no cargo pods, it looks like. So this is just your standard one. Okay. Just check. You never know. You may find cargo pods. Okay. So I just was there. Yeah, that's the one. I'd say the only cat I'd ever buy, though, if I had a chance, I would totally get a freaking cheetah. Cheetahs are so damn tight. Okay, so Sporal Planet, it's one of these kind of mechanized mushroom planets. Definitely beautiful places. This is same type of world that we have the Great Pyramid built on. They're great building sites, mainly because of just how flat the land can be in certain areas, so I would not be opposed to making something in a place like this. I'm going to do a little bit of a flyover, and that's mainly just so I can check out, see, maybe we might run into a, what do you call those? The boundary separation failures. Alright, so it doesn't look like anything really. Let's go ahead and land. Okay, so there's a glitch right there. A stable one. Let's go ahead and scan these. Luckily, these planets don't have too much stuff to scan. But because it's a nice, wide open kind of biome, I am definitely going to go ahead and summon in an exocraft so we can make our travels a little bit faster. Okay, we got silver. All of that is scanned. Good. Alright, there shouldn't be too much left to scan. Yoink. Alright, and this should pretty much be it right here. Just those, and alright. So that's pretty much all the primary stuff done. Let's go ahead and, yeah, get an exocraft built. How about we do, for this one, the Pilgrim. I do like the Pilgrim. And looks like the color scheme did not save, so let's go ahead and check. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Okay, yeah, we're gold black with red accents. Hell yeah. And from there, we're just going to need to put, I think, decals on it. You know what? Whatever. Not that important. Oh, yes, before I forget, never forget to disassemble these babies. Oh, I don't even have... Wow, I didn't install jack shit on this thing. Jeez. Okay, those are just depressions. I would like to find, like, a cave. That would be pretty nice. Always remember, these big patches are a separate species, so make sure you get your scan in, and may as well grab it, because this is a necessary fuel source for the living shit. And also, I mean, it just guarantees that you're not going to have an issue, mainly with, you know, all the stuff like running out of carbon and whatnot. Okay, so we need to definitely get some, at least some type of tech in here. Maybe mining laser? You know what? I'll do it, yeah. Cargo, make, actually I'll make a few more of those. And we're definitely going to need the upgrade. All right, and we mainly just want that so we could take advantage of patches like these. Free tank of gas. You know what I'm saying? No reason not to. All right. Now, I do love these just so I can place them in my base. They are very beautiful little things. Okay, so that is the majority of all the life on this planet. Let's go ahead and check any hotspots. Okay, we got mineral 275 that way. Let's check it out. So pretty much this way, right here. So 50, we can go ahead and leg it there. I overshot it by just a tad. Okay, so cadmium, at least that is useful. But it doesn't look like there's anything else near us. I do want to be next to a power source if we do set up a base here. Alright, I think this is far enough away. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and grab this, just recharge that real quick, and put the rest... So where was I storing it? In the ship? I think in the freighter would be better. Boom. Alright. So, nothing else new next to us. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Let's get our ship, move on to the next. Alright, so what else interesting do we have in this system? So I went to that one already. We've got these over here. Let's try out Ring Planet. Let's see what's there. So we're close enough. It should let me scan. Okay, so I already discovered that. Let's go to an undiscovered one. Cadmium, cobalt. That's a fungal planet. Okay, let's check it out. And before we go, let's see. I know that tunes-wise, this already finished. So let's, you know what? Oops. Okay, so the full original soundtrack. That should be good. And is it playing? There we go. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. Alright, so this is another one of these mushroom-style planets. Only difference between this one and the last is this one has aggressive sentinels. So let's just fly over a bit, see if we see anything interesting. If not, we'll just land and go from there. And like I said before, I'd really love to find a portal if I can. So it doesn't look like anything interesting. Let's find a landing spot, yeah? I'd like it in like a very nice open area. It's nice and flat. Not like a valley. I don't think that would be very conducive to what I want to do right now. You know what? This basin is not that deep. I think this would be fine. You could always make like a Skyrim Jarl's Longhouse. Oh god, I hope Bethesda does not screw up Elder Scrolls 6. If they screw up Elder Scrolls 6, I will be thoroughly pissed off. I will be thoroughly pissed off if it's some type of live service game or something like that. Oh my god. But it just sucks, you know? Like, my kind of trust that I used to have in Bethesda was completely shattered. Now it's like, I look at those upcoming games, I'm like, oh god, how crappy is this one gonna be? Alright, so we got a sea level and a sea level. Not the best, but hey, it's something, right? Okay, so 300 that way. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Let's get our exocraft bay built. Go ahead and summon it. Disassemble. Whoops. Okay, cadmium. That's not bad. Both of them, it looks like, are in what, this general direction? Okay. We'll go for the electrical. That way? Okay, let's leg it. Be hilarious, you run into someone. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Oh shit, did not mean to summon you. Damn it. Alright, now I lost where I was going. Where was I going? I was going this way, right? Okay. Alright, so we got a trifecta here. We got oxygen, we've got electricity, and we got cadmium. I think that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and find the center point and drop a base computer. So 358, and that is 274. Let's go in this direction. How close are we now? Let's see. 100, 266, 197. Okay. $193, 180, 169. Alright. So I'm thinking we should probably put the base computer, like, literally right here, because this will be the absolute center point. Yeah. I'd say even just, like, maybe at the base of this little hill. Let's do it. And what should be the color scheme for this planet? Well, let's stick with our kind of theme that we're going on with the red. So, let's do gray and red. Okay, so this will be the site of our new creation. We've just got to decide on the creation in itself. But in the meantime, I will build myself a little shelter, you know what I'm saying? And here's just as good as anywhere else, right? And let's do a square room. So, I don't know. Pyramid again? We could do the pyramid again. Except this time we could make it considerably smaller so that we can actually fit within our building limit. Either that, we could go for something new. We could go for another one of the ancient wonders of the world. I think that might work. Like we could do the ziggurat. But let's get the power system set up first. Just get that kind of out of the way. So it's down there, roughly 139. We should not need any extensions or anything, so let's build it. Alright, yep, no extensions needed. Alright, what next? What next? How about we do, what, a teleporter ring, stuff like that, right? Just need one more carbon nanotube. Alright, and do I have? I only have 2 microchips. Okay, let's make a couple microchips. Alright, we're good there. We just need refining equipment now. Make a couple more dihydrogen jellies. And of course, we're going to need to set a nutrient processor down as well. Seems good. Okay, so we've got the basic amenities. Okay, yeah, I'll start working on that. Go ahead and drop off these meaty chunks. And I will need to make myself another nutrient processor. Let me see if they have the materials to do so. I do need plates. Let me just buy another 20. Okay. So that's the basic stuff set up. We could always get the mine and all that kind of stuff set up later. Let's go ahead, now that we have that all done, get up and check something out. We could actually call in the Nexus, see if they got anything interesting for us. They didn't before, but you never know. Quests might have refreshed. It looks like we got 2 more planets to check out here. Okay, so I've been there, got this place. Ah, here we go. Crimson Planet, let's check this out. Alright, so let's see. Are you hiding Bigfoot? I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. And talking about snacks, I actually am getting hungry myself. I might cut the stream and, just make myself some lunch. Maybe in about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe. I do have a snack next to me, but it's just a snack. I need something more substantial, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I wish we could see. It looks like we're probably going to crash into the ground soon. Okay. So let's get down. A crimson planet. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, at least sentinels are not aggressive here, which will at least be less annoying. But it looks like we landed right in the middle of an ocean, so we're not going to find too much out here. Okay, it looks like there's maybe some stuff over there. But I guess let's build maybe a Nautilin and do a little bit of underwater exploration. There we go. Nautilin. Let's get someplace a little bit deeper. That should do. I don't have any crystallized. Well, we could always gather some. That shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, you talking about getting a snack. I am actually getting a little hungry myself. I may, cut it in 2030. Either that, or actually I could leave the stream on. I would just, though, have to, step away for about 5 minutes to get something prepared on the stove, but that's about it. Oh, wow, no crystallized sulfate. Okay. We will find a source. It shouldn't be that hard, but having a little trouble right now, honestly. One thing I did want to gather, kelp sacks. I want to see what I can do cooking-wise with those things. I have not really messed with them yet, so I want to see if maybe there's like, I don't know, like a type of sushi or something like that you can make, maybe? I mean, it sounds logical to me that if there is the kelp that you can get, right? That you could probably mix that with like salty fingers and get like sushi. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm just looking for another source of crystallized sulfate so I can go ahead and build the Nautilin chamber. Okay, it looks like there's some right there. Oh, nice. That sounds pretty damn good. You see, with me, when I'm in the mood, definitely I love to do that. But I think for me, I'm probably going to be making like the equivalent of like gruel or something like that. Now, I'll probably just throw some rice in the rice cooker, something like that. Okay. Maybe fry up some Spam. I don't know. I'm a simple guy. Don't really need anything too fancy. I'm almost out of gas, huh? Well, I guess we can go ahead and gather what we need. Let's start mining this. And we need salt, cytophosphate, and carbon, I believe. Well, definitely fancier than gruel, I'll tell you that right there. Oh. Left the laser on. Okay, so now that we got some cytophosphate, we should be able to make some gas. Let's see. Where are you? There we go. And you know what? Let's make 2, 3. Why not, right? And I probably should just give it a cargo slot. Actually, that would be good. We'll give you that. You know what? Actually, a packaged ramen does not sound too bad right now. I'll tell you the truth. It's quick. It's easy. I think I'm actually going to do that. I do have this rainbow trout, though, that I wanted to start defrosting, but Okay, so far, it looks like your standard underwater world. Nothing too crazy. I did want to see if I could come across something unique, you know? Well, yeah, there is the soup, but, you know, I could just be more careful. Ooh, yes, I found it. One of the things that I actually was looking for. So do we have any more underwater that we need to find? It looks like there's only one more underwater species here. With rice, thankfully, it's pretty straightforward. Thankfully, the rice cooker prevents that from dying. But hey, you know what? Packaged ramen is pretty damn quick and easy to make. But hey, thanks for the reminder. Appreciate it. You get the edamame brand noodles there. Well, I could get pretty much anything actually. I live a block away from a Japanese market, one of the larger ones, so they usually will have every type of packaged noodle. Actually, I really love it because they even carry the Korean stuff, which I personally like. Um, I'm a sucker for what's called jjajangmyeon. It's a Chinese dish that's actually quite popular with Korean people. We actually make it in a slightly different style, but it's noodles in a black bean sauce with onion and pork. There's, I think, like cucumber and stuff that's diced into it too, but it's like this very, very black sauce. Um, most of the noodles, though, like if you want the variations and stuff, yeah, I could get every kind really. And actually, what's really good about this Japanese market is they even have the fresh ramen style. So I don't know if you guys have that over there, but it's ramen that you buy that's refrigerated noodles and refrigerated soup base and everything, and it's more of like a real legit ramen. But I love those. But yeah, I love especially the packaged jjajangmyeons. Oh man, it's hard to find a good restaurant that makes it. So okay, Indonesian. They do carry some types like that, but mainly I can get like the Japanese, Korean, some of the Chinese. Oh, I'm like a connoisseur, definitely, when it comes to that kind of stuff. Being single for many, many years in my life, ramen became a staple of my diet a long time ago. Actually, and I'm kind of lucky. There is a restaurant, like a food court inside of our Japanese market here, and they have like a ramen restaurant, a yakitori restaurant, stuff like that. So yeah, something about though the Japanese, they can really make like just epic, epic packaged food. I don't know what the hell they do, how they do it, but Japanese packaged food is awesome. I try not to eat actually packaged food all that much, but it's hard to resist when it comes to the Japanese. Especially, I love like they have like these shrimp flavored chips that I really, really love. Oh, I know it sounds kind of strange, shrimp chips, but oh, so good. So good. And I'm also actually really, really happy they carry something else that I like. Very, very like acquired taste, I guess. I would say if you ever have the chance, try it just to see if you like it. But in Korea, they eat something called ojingo, and that is like I guess you would say like a squid jerky. It's I mean, I guess if you're not familiar with that type of food, I guess it would be sound kind of strange. May even taste strange actually for someone who's not used to eating it, but oh, I love that stuff. Especially it goes really, really good with beer. Like really good with beer. Okay. So I put away all the stuff I needed to. Let's go ahead and move on. Ah, yes, the land of haggis. Something I still haven't tried, but then I am not interested at all in trying it. To tell you the truth. Like in Korea, we eat some weird stuff, or like in Korean culture, yeah, we eat some weird stuff. Like actually, Korean barbecue. One of the things I like to have is it's aside from the regular beef, you could get like intestines and stuff like that. Actually, grilled pork intestine that's been cleaned is really, really good. But yeah, a sheep's stomach filled with like the liver, the heart, and all that kind of stuff. It just does not sound very appetizing to me, unfortunately. But hey, I'm not gonna judge. I can't say nothing. Why? Because hell, I bet anybody else would think that eating, like squid jerky or dried fish with their drinks would kind of be odd. You know, I could totally see that. So, am I? What am I missing here? There is one planet that we have not checked out yet. It's somewhere over here. Yeah, this is that Crimson planet, right? Oh no, this is it. Cool. Yeah, I mean it's one of your cultural dishes, Ugh, but yeah. But oh god, it's one. I mean, I do have my limits. It's one of the reasons why I don't eat a lot of like extreme Chinese food because ugh. Yeah, I mean, we're lucky that we have like the Americanized version of Chinese food, which is a lot more palatable to our taste. But yeah, and Chinese people eat some weird stuff, man. Yeah, I'm pretty picky too, to tell you the truth. I try not to be, but old habits die hard. I am kind of picky. I just don't like eating stuff that has like odd textures or just clashes really badly, you know? Yeah, I would not eat well in China either. I mean, there is a lot of Chinese food that I like, but at the same time, like, my ex, her family was from Hong Kong, and she was actually pretty, like, I would say that culturally she was a lot closer to a Chinese person. Um, she took me to, like, Chinese restaurants and stuff like that, like, the more authentic type stuff. And, it's like a 50-50. That's weird for me, because usually if I go someplace, I either like it or I don't like it. There's a lot of stuff that I like, but at the same time, they eat a lot of just stuff that I would say is kind of questionable for my palate. And I don't understand actually a lot of the stuff that they do when it comes to preparing of food. Yeah, if they took the face and hair off it, I'd eat it. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'll eat anything, but I mean, if I had a choice, ugh, yeah, I'd stay away from a lot of that crap. Alright, so let's grab these. These are always useful. Okay, I think, what, we got a couple more? Alright. Nice place. I like this place. This is... I mean, I really kind of hate these toxic worlds, to tell you the truth. I think they usually look pretty ugly, but this one, not bad. I think it's that blue sea, contrasting with all of the green. I think it definitely looks good. Well, when it comes down to it, sometimes even I eat stuff with the face and stuff still attached. I don't find it all that disturbing. It depends on the type of animal it is. Like if it's a fish or something like that, yeah, I got no problem with the head still being on it, you know? To tell you the truth, actually, part of the fish head is actually pretty damn good. And I don't know. Me personally, though, I'm pretty brave with the stuff that I eat most of the time. Like fish eyes are actually not all that bad either. And oh yeah, and just take like pork. I love especially like pork on a spit, you know, that still has the head and everything like that on it. I don't mind it at all. In fact, I mean, it's like the best way to eat pork. I'm a sucker for pork. I don't know why, but pork is just so good. Kind of sucks though because my body can't digest it all that great. Always gives me like the, you know, gives me like the feeling like I got a brick in my stomach, you know? But ooh, love pork. That is for sure. Actually, one of my favorite things at Korean barbecue is pork. It's pork called samgyeopsal, which is pretty much super thick cut bacon. That's it. Like half-inch thick or quarter-inch thick bacon. If you could think of that. And then usually they'll marinate it in a nice sesame sauce, sometimes with spicy. Oh, you don't eat meat. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm a bit of a carnivore myself. I have been cutting down though lately. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to stop really soon because it is surprisingly not all that healthy for me. I tried substituting meat with like beans, nuts, stuff like that, and yeah, just nowhere near enough protein, not enough fat. And for me, that gets very dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy who never liked red meat just because, you know, didn't like the taste of it. But yeah, for me, honestly, I can't go without eating meat, otherwise my body has an adverse reaction. Like, I have, I guess you'd say, a hyperactive metabolism. I metabolize stuff way faster than I'm supposed to. And yeah, like taking meat out of my diet almost completely, I lost 10 pounds. And for a person like me who's underweight already, not a good thing. But yeah, for me, ethics has nothing to do with it. That's all the circle of life. I've got no problem eating another being. Alright, so we've checked out all the planets. We've got our initial kind of base structure set up. Let's go ahead and switch, get over to our warp ship, and find a new system. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, cheese is very good for that. Actually, cheese is good for you anyways, just because, I mean, of the, you know, bacteria and everything that's in it. Fermented foods, that's that's the way to go if you want a healthy lifestyle, if you want to, you know, be sick the least amount, you know, all that type of stuff. Fermented foods. I mean, take that from a person like me. I actually am, I mean, in the situation that I'm in right now, like I have 2 broken teeth that I broke accidentally. And like I have many vectors for infection to go in, right? Literally, I haven't been sick in over a decade. So, I mean, the only thing that I can figure out is that I like eating fermented foods. I like, that type of stuff. So, try it out. See if it works for you. I have read, though, in health journals, though, that they do recommend actually fermented foods also. Good for gut bacteria. Oh, yeah, kimchi's an acquired taste, man. I'm Korean. I don't even like that shit. I mean, the fresher stuff is less sour. It's got less of a sour taste. But me personally, if you want like more pickled food, yeah, like gherkin or what do you call them over there? Gherkins, like regular like pickled cucumbers. But stuff like that, or even like aged, aged meats and stuff like that. Yeah, but I forget what you guys call pickles over there. I think gherkins, but I can't be positive. Alright, that was easy enough. Let's just get our reward, and then we'll get out of here. That is, unless his ship is better than mine. Oh yeah, but speaking of health and whatnot, yeah, definitely. Everybody stay healthy out there. Wash your hands. And keep your hands away from your face, like around your mouth and stuff like that. Gotta be safe these days. That new disease that's flying around has pretty much gone pandemic, you know what I'm saying? It's like everywhere now, so just be careful. Oh, this is better than my ship. Shit. I've got all this stuff in there. You know what? That's fine. Whatever. Let's just get some payment. Get out of here. I don't want to get. I don't want to give him all those resources. That is a lot of resources. Yeah, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. And especially, I mean, honestly, I understand why all the medias and stuff like that are playing it down as much as they can because, of course, they don't want anybody to panic. But you know, being realistic, this is something that you got to just keep in mind because it's got a very long incubation period, which makes it extremely dangerous. It's why it's like is spreading around the world so freaking fast. It's not that it's just a fast spreading disease. It's that literally people had it and they didn't even know about it for weeks, you know? So wherever you are, it's probably already there. Just keep mindful and stay safe, you know? And don't panic. That is always an important thing. Do not panic. You know, I heard that there was stuff like that over here too. Because I live in California, we've already declared a state of emergency because of all the cases that we have here. So I heard that there's like fights at one of the Costco's over in our area as well. And mainly that's just because, like, literally, I mean, like we were kind of talking about before, most people don't even have like your basic, just your basic survival kit, or enough food to last you for, a week or two. It's just a smart thing to keep, half a dozen cans of soup, maybe some rice, maybe some beans. You never know, you know? If people start panicking, that's where the danger comes from. Because, I mean, people inherently are irrational. People are illogical. If faced with personal survival versus the survival of the community, like 90% of people will choose survival of the individual. So, unfortunately, if people were to plan ahead a little bit more, stuff like that wouldn't happen. But that's exactly why you gotta just keep, I keep a 72-hour bag, which has at least 3 days worth of food in it, water. That's mainly just because I live in a place where any day a big earthquake could destroy the damn city, so. Okay. So we're in a new system now. We've got only one planet to go ahead and explore here, which is great. We're all saved up. I think actually right now would be a good place to kind of cut for right now so I could go ahead and make some lunch. And I'll definitely come back maybe in a couple hours or so. We'll play on the Corvax file, I think. Let this guy breathe a little bit, and from there we'll go ahead and figure it out, I guess. I did want to, though, see, I mean, I was toying with the idea of this. I mean, I really hate the direction that Blizzard has gone, recently, but I do still love their games like, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 1. I was actually thinking of doing like a brutal campaign playthrough, something like that. If you guys do want to see that, just let me know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the moment, and I'll see you guys in a few hours. Peace out, and thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, and if I don't see you, have a great Sunday. Peace out.